G'day, Jazzy. I hope you can see Calanthea Freddy and Paddington Potos right back there. This is not Monday, it is a pre-recorded video, which is, by the way, your idea. Do you ever just have a feeling that you've wasted so much time on the people that will never see you again? That you said I love you and I'll miss you to so many high school friends that will pass you by like a breeze. But all those late night talking to this one person turns to a friend who occasionally likes your stories. I've talked about this with you before and you don't share that feeling, but I still feel the need to find the right way to put the words into feelings and my feelings into words. And I know the impact one could bring to a random person, don't get me wrong, I am no stranger to the act of kindness, but it's like what my mother has always been saying, that all those phrases being thrown away so callously, at some point you've forgotten who you actually truly love. I don't think it was fake, but I don't think all those I've said I loved have been completely sincere, and I think they would have said the same. And then the sudden urge to talk to those that loves you beyond words becomes so strong. Auntie D was asking me about my sudden change of heart to Vietnam. How did I turn from a teenager completely unsatisfied with her country and erase her narrative of the culture she grew up in to suddenly so empathetic of the flawed homeland that she looks forward to visiting? It's because I came home. After 6 years of no contact with any of my Vietnamese friends, 3 of them show up to my front door. And now some people might say 3 is a very small number. Well, not to somebody who expected 1. And the one that I expected didn't come. She was someone who I became friends with online, who knew some of my deepest, darkest secrets and heartbreaks, who I've said I appreciated and loved countless of time. But both of us were these young Vietnamese kids who look forward to that Western horizon, and our overnight conversations didn't matter anymore. And I don't know why, but I felt like it was because I knew her when I was in Australia. And so these 3 kids who seemingly treated me like I've never left, drove me around Hanoi and came to say hi to my mom during Kate, they made me realize that I was chasing something that was already there. I was chasing a familial feeling. The desire to become a parent for me has only solidified recently. But with it comes maternal instincts, I suppose, or bird nest situation where I want to create a homely home. And I think there's a sense of community in Asian country that you really can't recreate anywhere else. It's flawed, we all know that. The gossips, the unquestionable authority, the misogynistic hierarchy. But I can't shake my appreciation for the hardworking people who would give the shirt off their back. Some angry people will say, well, there's Westerners who do that. Sure, but I bet you that every one independent Westerner who fight for status and recognition in the busy world, who is ready to do that, I can raise you 10 Vietnamese who farm with buffaloes and make ceramics by hands. And I want my kids to know about that. I want to reconnect with my home because it will be my children's home. I'm not saying that I'm not grateful for the opportunity to live in Australia. I would rather live here than anywhere else. In fact, I don't think my personality and lifestyle is made for me to survive in Vietnam. I'm way too independent, way too frugal, not judgmental, most importantly, kinda gay. But now that Australia has helped me to build an identity of my own and feeling secure and safe in it, I'm no longer scared of the Vietnamese red flag that will take it away. I was so angry and reactionary at the age of 14 because I was so mad at this Vietnamese country that hid me away from the world of fresh air, non-judgmental people and open education. It was a culture that I felt comfortable in, and I was angry at Vietnam for not being that. But it's called the motherland and fatherland for a reason, right? Your mother, your father, they have hid you away from many things because they think it's what's best for you. And that's because they don't know any better who they are. There's only certain things they can do with that. There's only certain things in them that allow them to make decisions and judgments. If I have forgiven my mother for her shortcomings, it was time that I forgive my country too. So no, I wouldn't live in Vietnam for the rest of my life. But yes, I'm Vietnamese. I'm guilty of trying to remove myself from that identity, but I'm crediting myself for trying to bring it back. Jazzy, I will see you on Friday.